Hello everyone, this is JPL, and today I'm joined with,
Christopher.
and we are podcast name in brackets. Hello, Christopher, how are you doing?
Not too bad right now.
Okay.
Just going through rehearsals right now.
Mm.
So we're just like setting up the stage and waiting for our next move. So yeah, how are you doing?
Oh, fine. We're we're closing up a show.
Okay.
And like in a couple weeks we start a new one that's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. We're getting that one ready. Should be exciting.
Good.
But none of us are looking forward to the end of the semester with a beast of a show that we have.
Which is
A lot. Like, it's gonna utilize all of our microphones. And that's not enough. That's how big the show is.
Liberty has enough money to buy new microphones.
Apparently not. Because my boss keeps complaining about that. But anyway.
Why did they choose to do the show?
I don't know. But, like, they just decided, you know what? We're going to hire every student in this department to be on this show.
Dang. I could have been in a show.
You probably could have. And everyone is stressed out about it. We're not even thinking about it right now. Because
what show is it?
They called 42nd Street.
42nd Street. That's not a long show. Oh, I heard 42nd Street.
Ah.
Now I hear it correctly. 42nd Street.
Yes.
Ah.
Anyway. So anyway, how you doing,
I like 42nd Street better.
Yeah, how you doing?
What's going on? I already answered that.
Well, okay. See, all you've been doing is rehearsals your entire life.
I've been working 6 days. This last week, worked 6 days a week.
Mm.
So, and then that's probably what next week is going to look like, and probably a week after that.
Okay.
So yeah, 1 day weekend.
That's nice.
I've been editing a bit in my spare time, like during rehearsals, so I'm not productive. But
things are usual. As usual, things happen. You know.
Yeah.
La da da.
So yeah, what were you gonna say?
That's what I said.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but okay.
Sure. So I finished the X-Men series, the animated series.
The animated, okay.
Uh-huh. I think I can guess what they'll do for the new show.
I heard that the new show will pick off where it left off.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
And it's going to be 10 episodes.
Okay, that makes sense. It's not like that show needs to happen.
Right.
But, like, there's clear stuff that they could do.
Mm-hmm.
That was, like, a product of their final season. Because let me tell you, that final season is hot garbage.
But the last season is like episodes or something?
So on Disney Plus, it is 6 episodes.
So they removed the episodes?
They what?
Did they remove episodes?
Can you repeat your phrase before that again?
I don't remember the phrase before that.
How many episodes do you think is in the final season?
I thought there was 8, but you said 6. But the way you said on Disney Plus there are 6 episodes. So therefore I asked, so did they remove episodes?
No, they probably put it in season 4.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. But what happened, I was looking into this. What happened, of course, was that they had intended for like near the end of season 4, that'd be the end of the show. But then, like, the studio's like, make more. And so they did. But
so they kind of had to stretch it out.
But no, yeah, but like some of their people had already left.
Oh, wow.
Because they thought that they were done with the show.
Dang.
And so they had to ship the final episodes to a different animation company. And the final season is hot garbage with its animation department. They changed the character designs to something so much simpler, and it doesn't work for most of them. Like, Beast is a Chad. They turned him into a Chad. You don't know what I mean, but you will see.
I queued up, like in the continue watching, I queued up the first episode for me to start watching soon. Kind of like as a reminder, be like, don't forget.
Nice.
I'm going to be getting to that soon. So,
But yeah.
Okay. I was rewatching the intro because I saw the intro once a few months ago.
Okay.
I was rewatching the intro. I'm like, I was really surprised how similar Beast looked to the original trilogy X-Men Beast.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
It was what people were happy for.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took away all the shading, a lot of the details to make it so much simpler for the animation department. It was not good.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, the animation shows in general is dodgy at best. But at least they had a consistent look.
Right.
Which is like based upon the original comic. The new look was based around cartoons of the same age, the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Simplified, as cheap as you can get. They were trying to cut corners, essentially.
That's ridiculous.
Didn't work, and the show ends with like one episode ending the show without any build up to that episode.
Oh.
And it's like, huh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll see where that goes.
So, now that you've finished that, are you?
Am I
How would you describe your anticipation or lack of anticipation of the revival show?
I don't think I have anticipation. It's like I'm intrigued that they're returning to that universe. Mm-hmm. But I think if there's a show that needs a couple more episodes, it's Spider-Man. Because the last episode of Spider-Man is not a conclusion.
An animated show, correct?
Yeah, of that same universe.
Oh.
And so it's like that show needs one more episode to finish off an arc that's been seasons long.
That's ridiculous.
Instead, they end the show with like, congratulations, hey, now let's go do this thing. And they end the show like that.
I swear, I wish like they could like utilize What If to like wrap up some of these storylines. You know what I mean?
I'd rather they just do like an episode special to finish off. Like that's not too far off. Sometimes they'll release animated movies to do that, but yeah. I just hope that the new series sticks with the art design.
If they don't, people are going to be mad.
I mean, I don't know if they'll get the shading, the exact shading, but at least the consistent, detailed design. They'll probably change proportions because it censors. Because they got away with some stuff back then, for sure.
If they can change some of those things, it's probably for the better, honestly.
Oh, like here's one of the cutbacks that no one noticed. Rogue, she touches people and they hurt. When the final season, she has a look where she's not wearing any gloves, and she's always wearing gloves. But there's one look she's not, and she's constantly touching people in that episode. And it's like, okay. They're not thinking about that, are they? She's not worried that by touching their face, they're gonna die. When she's been worried the entire show. I know what it was, so I wasn't too concerned. But it was a thing to know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm glad I'm done with the show.
Good.
So I can check that off my list. And next I had to finish Fantastic Four.
Yes. And anything else you're in the middle of?
Those are the main ones. Because I'm pausing Disney Plus after this month. And I'll be trying out PureFlix.
Why, John? Why?
I'm curious. It's been a really long time since I watched Christian movies.
Okay, John. So you're like doing like 1 month of PureFlix?
Yes, 1 month.
Oh my gosh, John! I need updates.
And I will be watching Christian movies and critiquing them.
Oh, they have some TV shows on there too.
Uh-huh.
But I guess you don't want to get too involved with those.
I have been looking forward to this.
Oh my gosh.
For a while now.
I'm so excited for our next handful of episodes.
Yes, so I can't wait. I really want to get into this. And speaking of shows, this week some people from The Chosen will be doing a presentation here.
Okay.
And so I'll probably see that, even though I've never seen the show.
Uh-huh. Do you think that would spur you to watch the show?
No, but I'll be there anyway.
Okay. Is this a required thing for you to go to?
No. But, only theater and cinema people are allowed to go. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't believe that. People would die to go to that at Liberty.
Mm-hmm. It's in a disclosed location. Not yes.
That's insane.
I'll go do that and listen to the Q&As about something I've never seen before. But
let me know if it actually makes you want to see this show.
Hey, I'm still I'll watch the show.
Right. I'm
eventually.
In that same boat. I'll watch it eventually.
If it's on PureFlix, I'll watch it there.
But it's
I know it's on Peacock. But
not just Peacock, the fact that you can find it for free. In fact, the second season is on Peacock. So I mean, if you're getting PureFlix, enjoy what's on PureFlix that is only on PureFlix.
If it's also there, I might as well. Add something.
Let me know if there are ads in between the movies.
I hope not. I'm
paying.
I'm paying for it. They don't tell me an ad-free option. But yeah, now that we're on streaming services.
So just to cut away from that it's related. I just want to hit these points first.
You're breaking my transition, but okay.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. So this past Wednesday on Disney Plus, the day before, it was announced that the shows Blackish and Grownish would be hitting Disney Plus. Those I checked. I wasn't sure of the rating, but they're at their max TV 14. I wasn't sure because I was like, what? Because I've never seen the shows. I don't know anything about them except by name. Obviously, I don't know how much that necessarily rocks people, but at least in the general scope, that's like, wow, that's not the content you would expect to see on Disney Plus. And then Snowdrop, which I had been anticipating, hitting Disney Plus, which again, those are not for Disney content you'd expect to see. And it's kind of showing that like Disney is starting to try harder to have more quote general content on Disney Plus. I also saw news that NBC is looking into actually backing out of Hulu this year.
NBC.
NBC, yeah. So which
what does that entail then?
They would move their 33% of content to Peacock, and then Hulu would be fully Disney owned.
Of course.
And then that would mean strictly two things, but a potential third thing of, Disney dissolving Hulu, and then obviously the big question is, are they going to incorporate mature content on Disney Plus or not? Or, are
Disney
they going to
dissolving Hulu?
Yeah.
Meaning,
because NBC owns 33%, Disney owns 66%.
Okay.
So if NBC removes all their content, then it's 100% Disney owned. Why would Disney have two different streaming services? You know what I mean?
I mean,
the only reason would be the mature content. That's the only reason.
And I think they would probably keep it for that.
It would.
Because here's the thing. There's a lot of people already on Hulu. If they dissolve Hulu, that's not going to make people want to go to Disney Plus.
But if they move all that content from Hulu to Disney Plus, it's just a rebrand with extra content either side.
I think like they'll want to be the sneaky, make more money, just keep the second service. It's like the illusion of a different service, but it's the same, essentially.
That's actually, so there was someone who, again, this is someone I look to for some like leaks. So I still take what he says with a grain of salt, but he's been right with a lot of things. But he said maybe potentially of there being a separate service for mature content, and it may not be Hulu by name. I don't know. He said it very vaguely, so I might be taking that out of context. But also here are two other interesting things related to that I've noticed. So in the Disney bundle, we have Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. On Disney Plus, they've added a few ESPN documentaries. I think this past week they announced the Oscars, and they hosted a live stream on Disney Plus with Good Morning America. That was the first live stream on Disney Plus.
Okay.
If that tells me anything, it's that Disney might be trying to incorporate ESPN Plus into Disney Plus. I don't know for sure, but
I don't know about that.
Like, it still could be very possible. Because again, it didn't seem like Disney Plus would be a live streaming type of platform.
I don't know. I think it'd just be very cluttered.
It would be, but also, I mean, I know they have the hubs, but it's also like, you kind of know what I mean?
Yeah, and like,
again, it's all speculation, but
right.
I'm really invested in this.
Like, we'll see where it goes. Like, I'm curious if when the World Cup comes around that it's going to be streamed on ESPN Plus. I want it to, because I want to watch the games. I don't have TV right now, so I'd like to get my every 4-year kick of soccer.
Sports.
Yeah, soccer, yeah.
Well, sports, period. You don't even watch sports, right?
Not here.
Yeah.
But yeah, which leads to
yes,
probably the biggest thing this week for streaming service, and that's Netflix losing pretty much all their Marvel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's 8 shows at least.
Is it 8 shows?
Well, 7. Because you got Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Defenders, Punisher, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 7. Okay.
7. Okay.
7. Still,
Wow.
That's a lot of shows.
That is.
That's too much to lose in 1 month versus what they'll gain, which is nothing.
Yeah. The craziest thing for me seeing is the fact that contractually, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was supposed to leave Netflix December 31st of this year. So Disney was able to negotiate a deal to get their content sooner, because there are a few other Disney titles from Netflix that are leaving as well, in addition to these Marvel shows.
Okay.
I don't know what they are, and they probably don't matter.
I will find out when they release them, but yeah. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was not surprised of, because I've been expecting that one to go to Disney Plus, because Carter is there.
Yes.
And it makes the most sense for those shows to be together, although you might say that the later seasons could be too much for Disney Plus. Who knows?
If they're all rated TV-14, then who cares?
Right. But yeah, the other stuff, the Marvel Netflix shows, being that they were Netflix originals, that's sad. It's sad for me because, like, I've watched them from the beginning when they first came out. They were Netflix originals. In their intro, Netflix presents. What's going to happen when they're on Hulu? Hulu presents? Are they going to change and be petty for that? Hulu exclusive. It's a bit upsetting. It is. Even though I've seen them all. I was actually, like, wanting to go and rewatch them, but, like, now I'm not going to because I don't have time. I don't have time.
And now it's like, we'll see where it lands, kind of thing.
It's like, I was trying to do the math. It's like, oh, how long would it take me to do it all?
Too long.
I mean, I did the math, and it's like, it's 4 straight days of non-stop watching, and that's not even including Defenders. Or, I think I included Punisher, but not including Defenders. Plus, I did an average, and the episodes are actually longer than the average, so it's even longer. And it's like, that's happening in less than 2 weeks. Sorry, that's happening in exactly 2 weeks.
Wow.
I don't have that time because I have that time for Disney Plus.
Right. So, obviously, like, I'm, again, kind of to circle back a little as it relates to this, like, obviously, then being mature rated content, it's like, oh, Hulu. But at the same time, like, just like, what is Disney going to do? Like,
they're not ready. They can't put that on Disney Plus. It's too soon because they're all TVMA.
Right. But I do know, like, obviously, fans, but I bet also Disney as well, would like to have all their Marvel content together.
Yes.
So it's like, what, like, legitimately, what are they going to do? And I'm just anticipating the announcement of, like, where they're going to go, or the future of Disney Plus and Hulu. Why am I excited? Like, I am, like, I want to know.
It's disappointed. I'm more disappointed in Netflix losing stuff than it is, like, Disney gaining more stuff and bringing all the Marvel stuff together. Because, like, yeah, sure, I get that's the positive, but it's like, Netflix, I've been saying, like, oh, one of the only reasons for me to even keep Netflix is because of their Marvel original shows. and
I guess if
CW.
you think about it, it's more like just Netflix produced.
Yes. But, like, I sent you the screenshots of my list of the stuff that I watch constantly. There's 30 stuff on that list. And I said...
And you said it was longer.
Well, it used to be longer years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, only 5 of these things I've not seen on this list. So everything else I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like...
How many titles would you think there were a few years ago?
Oh, like, a lot more. Because, like, they've all gone to Hulu. So here's what Netflix used to have included. They used to have Doctor Who, Sherlock.
That's now on... Doctor Who is now on Paramount,
HBO Max.
Right?
HBO Max. They used to have Animaniacs. Was Pinky and the Brain. They used to have like the Justice League stuff, the DC different shows. And other stuff. There's a lot more. I was thinking about this earlier.
So are you anticipating HBO Max trying to get the CW content?
It would make sense. Because, like, it'd be nice to have one place for the CW content. But even still, I'm not watching CW.
Actually, that's my next question. Would that cause you to quit Netflix? So I guess not.
The thing is, like, I'm not paying for Netflix. My mom is. Like, that's her account that she watches all that stuff. But I'm just saying, I haven't been watching Netflix a lot because there's not a lot on Netflix for me to watch. There's only one thing that I would come back for. My Little Pony and their new content. But the thing is, we have other methods of finding those stuff.
Or you can try to watch something new, John.
There's nothing there that I care about.
If you like Daredevil, you'll love Squid Game.
No. It's like, so looking at my list, you can clearly see that it's pretty obvious what I like to watch.
Not obvious for me.
Superhero shows. Pretty much all this stuff is a superhero show. One way or another. So, there you go.
I'll also say with this whole Daredevil and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing, I'm also waiting to hear from Disney when our Spider-Man stuff is hitting Disney+.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was like, what did they do? Like, build to a Marvel day or something? Like, why?
I don't know what they're doing. They're doing something.
They're doing something.
Like, hey, they need to get Spectacular Spider-Man on Disney Plus. They do.
So who has
that's a
the
big name
rights to
show?
that?
No one. I mean, Sony does, but that show is nowhere actually, except on DVD that you can go and buy.
What if that was part of the deal? No,
that'd be awesome.
I doubt it.
Right now, it's not.
I doubt it, but that would be awesome.
It's not streaming anywhere.
Right.
You just gotta buy the series independently.
Yeah, I know fans would love that. They should do that.
But yeah, like it'd be great. Help expand their animated stuff.
Mhm.
Something I don't like about Disney Plus, in their hub specifically, is their Marvel hub. It's too cluttered.
It is. Like,
Because they
okay.
keep making new columns for each new character and show, and it's like I have to scroll down so much to get to the animated stuff.
It's like, it was funny, like, with the anticipation, No Way Home, they had the Spider-Verse thing, and then there's still the Loki thing. It's like, the thing is, like, if you go to, like, their collections thing, like, they have hubs for the Avengers, X-Men. Like, you don't need all those columns in the Marvel section. Like,
No.
and then also, not to mention, not just even character based, the fact that they have an IMAX section. Why the what if episodes? Just like,
Yeah, I don't.
you don't have to do that. They had that also with the behind the scenes show. What is that? Assembled.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like, it's already a lot. The fact that you have all the phases and in chronological order. You have the section for the one shots.
I actually like the one shots section because
Well,
otherwise
I'm so glad that they're there. I am. But I'm saying, like, in addition to all this, like, I definitely get, like, to promote it for a bit. But the fact that, like, we have the one shots and Loki and Black Widow and Ten Rings, just like, chill.
to take away all the others, keep the one shots because no one sees them otherwise.
Well, it's
take away
also
the
cool.
episodes. You can keep the phases.
Mm-hmm. Keep the chronological order, despite it not being chronological order. A few things.
Timeline order.
Timeline. There's a few things I would dispute with.
Sure. What if episodes, yada yada.
So I will
origin
say,
stories, that as well.
Like, I feel like they did that for Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if these columns were there for, like, say 2 months, okay. The Black Widow's nearly a year old. You know what I mean? Get rid of it.
Yeah, take out Spider-Verse as well because all of that is on the animation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Legacy movies, that's fine.
Yes.
Specials, that's fine. And
No, I have one issue with the specials. They have the MCU shows in there. WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye. Take those out.
Okay. Oh no, that's called series.
I will keep the Agent Carter, whatever, the little documentaries they have in that section. Take out the MCU shows because soon there's going to be too many of those and it's going to get cluttered.
Specials need to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Series need to be its own thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not. Because like I go to the Star Wars tab and like it's organized the way it should be, except for episodes.
You know what? They should combine the Marvel Legacy movies with the series and then have a Marvel specials section.
Sure.
And then take out the Disney Plus content, and then we're good. And then you have why is the Spidey Amazing Friends in the Marvel series and specials when it's also in the Marvel Legacy animation? Pick one.
Right. I look at Star Wars. From the top, you have originals. Makes sense. The movies. Makes sense. The series. Makes sense. Then they have like 2 that don't really matter much. And then we have animation. Okay. Episodes. Specials. Great. Shorts. Okay. Episodes. This collection. And then vintage. And that's all you need.
Sorry, one other thought. I am personally really happy they included the one-shots with the timeline order and the phases.
Neat.
I'm very happy about that. Okay. Sorry. Why were we so passionate about that?
Because I've been like hating this so much Because like on Roku, it's horrible.
It is.
Because like you scroll down 3, have to wait. Scroll down 3 more, have to wait. Have to go through all these things that nobody's looking at anymore because that's past.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure
Yeah.
nobody's looking at the Loki tag because that's so long ago. No one's looking at the Black Widow tag.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye, sure, because that's recent, but
mm-hmm. The origin story is Hawkeye, like that's within the last 3 months. I get that.
Yeah, sure.
But again, like I don't know if you know, but they have like a collections tab. So they have the Loki. They even have Wanda and Vision. Like then remove those sections from your hub and just leave the collections there. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to.
So like yeah, so I still don't get like why the shows were mixed with specials.
Mm-hmm. Because they have to promote their own content. But people literally get Disney Plus just for that content.
Oh, they got Inhumans. Okay.
I want Cloak and Dagger on Disney Plus so bad.
Okay.
So excited for that day when Hulu is gone and Cloak and Dagger is on Disney Plus.
Yeah. So this means that I'll not be watching Moon Knight as it airs.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine.
Are you gonna catch him more like the tail end, I guess?
Yeah. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Keep me updated.
Because I'll be back in May, because that's when the next Star Wars show is coming.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Star Wars thing.
Yes.
The finale was good enough, it seemed like.
It was what?
Good enough.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
Which was better, Boba Fett finale or Hawkeye finale?
I'd say the Boba Fett finale handled his characters better. Specifically, you know, how Kingpin, they brought Kingpin back. Here they brought a character back, and it was much more true to the characters.
Hmm.
But then, of course, they're not dealing with different universe, so.
Mm-hmm. There's that one clip that's kind of been going viral on Twitter.
The spin?
Yeah.
Yeah. The spin's a thing.
I remember.
I didn't really pay attention to that in the moment, but yeah. It's one of those things where choreography will do those silly stuff, but it doesn't matter. If that guy wants to spin and shoot, let him spin and shoot.
Yeah. It's just a way like that tweet sets it up. It looks so stupid.
Yeah. Of course. If you just watch that spin by itself, it's stupid. With everything else, you don't really notice it too much. But it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, the show was fine.
Fine. Okay.
We all agree that their big mistake is that by the middle, they just they did stuff.
I feel like now again, this is without watching the show, but this is also in context of the Marvel stuff. They're just building on stuff and setting up stuff, and they have a show as like a stepping stone to something else, kind of thing.
That's pretty much the sad thing about this show. It's a stepping stone for Mandalorian season 3. Which makes this required viewing for that show. Because they do big stuff. In a show called Boba Fett, you have 2 episodes where he's barely in it. One where he's not in it at all. One, he's only there for 60 seconds with no lines. And then we return to him. And it's a little bit like, oh, I missed you.
There's that one tweet that's like, breaking news, Boba Fett expected to cameo in his own show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true. It's a show. It's a little bit messy. But overall, it's still good stuff. That doesn't really destroy the universe at all.
Good.
Yet. Depends on who you are. You can have an argument, but it's not as gigantic as the sequels were. Or every aspect was different.
Or are they leading up to a way to make the sequels work?
Of course they are.
Okay.
I mean, people say they're trying to make their own universe. They're not. They're just trying to take a step back and trying to work their way up, which is the smart move. That's
the smart move.
That's what I want. Is to then get that set up in.
It's obvious they're not gonna decanonize those movies.
Well, they can't.
Yeah.
They can't recreate them. You have two of those actors. 3 of those actors are gone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So with this new Star Wars show, is this part of this in-between period?
The one coming out?
Yeah.
No.
So is this like a prequel?
So this one comes in between the prequels and the original trilogy.
Okay.
So, like 10 years in between those two.
Okay. I know you're excited about coming over.
Yes.
I'm nervous. But
it's fine. We're just watching the movies.
I will say though, now like with the possibility of Agents, it's like where else would Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. go? But to Disney Plus now, I'm excited for that when I do.
Yes.
Go through the MCU again, that I'm watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. alongside the movies. I'm really excited about that.
That's a positive for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. Like I said, like it would have to take new content for me to watch through the MCU alone, kind of thing.
Mm.
So like this will do it, regardless how bad Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is. It's gonna
bad.
Yeah, that as I feel like it's a polarizing show. You know, some people like the later seasons better. Some people like the first few seasons better. I watched the pilot, wasn't really invested in it, kind of thing. You know.
I mean, yeah, I love the first season, even though people don't like it that much. Hold on, is that my cat, or is that just a squeak? It's just a squeak. Okay. But, yeah, I can't wait to hear about all the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans saying, "Oh, it's going to Disney Plus. It's canon."
No, it's not. They're throwing it under the legacy section.
Oh, if they do it, that's just gonna break their hearts.
I'm gonna have a field day.
They don't have a legacy section for series yet.
Yeah,
because they put it with specials.
I think like in some country internationally, this was like months ago I saw, but they had like a legacy series something, and in that country, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on Disney Plus. So Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. were there, and obviously Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans weren't happy. I'm like, ha, suck it.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like I think it's great additional content.
So I think
just enjoy it as that.
I think one thing I'm excited for my visit, specifically with the movies, is the music.
Okay.
Because like I started listening to the soundtrack to the movies, and it's like, oh yeah, these are good songs. This is good music. I wonder what he'll think.
I notice many times I get caught up with the movie itself, the soundtrack doesn't stand out enough. But it seems like the Star Wars soundtrack is iconic enough that it might.
The thing about Star Wars, like no matter which movie, if it's good or bad, the main consistency that's good through all the movies is the music.
Okay.
Except for the last film.
Really?
And there's a good reason for that.
Oh, there's a good reason why it's bad.
Yes, because John Williams, the composer for all the songs, he created hours of brand new music for that movie.
Oh, wow.
And Disney said, "No, just use the old stuff." And it did not work.
Release the
know.
composer cut.
I want to hear all that music.
Yeah.
Like the way he's talking about is like, hey, I'm like taking music from like this stuff, the best, redoing it to help fit this stuff to make it better than ever. You'll get a snippet of it in the trailer, and then it's not going to be in the film. That's probably the saddest thing about that movie is the music.
Yeah, like let's Avengers Endgame this movie.
Yeah,
musically.
Essentially, but like, oh, let's just pick everyone's favorite songs and just play them in spots where they,
I hate that so much.
They'll get the audience emotional, not because of what's happening, but because of the music. Oh. And I cried twice in that movie only because of the music and not because of what was happening.
Okay, that's something I kind of want to bring up is that, like, I kind of don't like the fact that movies are so like, made for theaters. Like, I get it, but also consider, like, the future viewings. It's not just about the first viewing. You want the movie to have, like, replay value. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, like, if obviously you want to make a good impression, but you also want to make it impressionable for life. So it's not. Yes, the theater experience is important, but it's also like so is the home experience because it's only going to be in theaters for 2 months.
Yes. So I started doing polls.
Where?
On our podcast that you can see on Spotify.
Oh wait, I actually did notice. I did. I voted.
Oh, you voted?
Oh, was I the only vote?
Yes. So the vote on which is your favorite X-Men movie. Currently, the winner is Days of Future Past.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I wonder if it was you.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Anyway, the next poll.
Wow, John.
Tomorrow is talking about what's your favorite franchise pizza place to go to.
You know which one's gonna win?
For you, yes. And so the options are Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little Caesars, Sbarro, and as a joke, DiGiorno. So what should we do today? Streaming services?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of the only thing I can kind of think of.
Let's do that. Anyway, if you guys have a favorite streaming service, pick the ones on this list below. Or wherever you can find the poll. I don't know. If it's not there, tough, because I can only do 7 choices.
Random thought. When HBO Max has the Wolverine and the New Mutants.
Okay.
When is Disney gonna acquire those? Or you know what? You know what's really interesting? So West Side Story is releasing on Disney Plus and HBO Max.
Okay.
That I believe is also the case with Free Guy. So
Okay.
it may already be possible that they may have the rights to them, but also may not. John, I'm so excited for you to watch New Mutants because I want to hear you cry.
New Mutants.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I thought I mentioned that. Oh, that was so bad.
I've not. You didn't tell me that.
I thought Dark Phoenix was bad. I think it's actually good now. Now that I've seen the New Mutants. Like, I cannot believe how bad the New Mutants was. Like, I thought it was just going to be like a subpart movie, you know? I thought it was going to be like a little worse than Apocalypse, a little better than Dark Phoenix kind of thing,
Okay.
you know? It was, I have no idea what that movie was. Like, it was more consistent to a degree than Dark Phoenix, but it was so bad. It's such a sad movie. Sad as in bad.
Yeah. Apparently, the Super Bowl is going on right now.
Already started?
I don't know, but people are just talking about Super Bowl.
I know it's today. I feel like it's a night thing.
I don't know. I don't care.
Your turn 6:30. Your turn. Your time. Your time 6:30.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing that.
Apparently, we'll probably get some teasers and trailers. That's the only cool thing in your book.
But even then, not really.
Yeah, I heard that if we get a Multiverse of Madness teaser, it's another teaser, not a trailer.
Yeah, because like Super Bowl stuff is only 30 seconds.
Unless you have money and want to buy
It's
a
$7
minute.
million for 30 seconds.
What?
Yep. At
I
least
thought it was
at least
4
that's
million.
what at least that's what Gershner said, that's the price that they raised up to.
I thought it was freaking 4 million.
It used to be.
7 million?
But this could be wrong. It's from Gershner. That's my source.
Okay, but you can't go wrong with Gershner.
No.
I love that man so much. I miss him.
Mm.
I like thinking back, I was always a little entertained whenever he went on like a little 5-minute rant.
Yep. COVID.
Because his accent just like is icing on the cake.
His rant right now is COVID.
I'm not surprised.
We'll not talk about that, but that's a rant that he had.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. With that, I'm gonna try to get to church.
Okay. Go be holy.
And I have to grab my laundry. Yeah, I didn't go to church last week, so I feel guilty. So
get yourself some of the Lord's bread.
Yes.
And,
I have to go shopping. I've like eaten out like the past 3 days. I'm still probably gonna eat out for lunch today because I don't have bread.
Started a diet.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, how long is this diet gonna last, John?
As long as I wanted to. at least a month.
Okay.
But
at
like,
least you have
right now I don't have an end date. I'm just trying to go.
You're shooting for a month.
I mean, I'm shooting for more, but a month is like
minimum.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see, because like it has to happen, because like it will save me money, and I need to save money with all the stupid stuff I need for classes. So yes.
And to get another Bionicle.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, not right now. Can't do that right now. It doesn't fit in my budget.
Yeah, I haven't like bought anything like the past month or two because I'm unemployed for a bit and not unemployed, furloughed.
I bought a book.
Oh, did you?
I'm not gonna read that for another 5 years. So
of course you aren't. I'm still like a quarter way through in that Marvel thing I bought a few months ago, and I haven't read it for a few months. I want to. I just haven't.
That's the thing. Like, oh, I could buy this, but I'm not going to do anything with it for at least a few years. Anyway, I'm selling stuff on eBay, so that's good.
Okay. I hope that goes well.
Yes. So
All right.
anyway, we
Got
gotta close
screwed.
off now. You gotta go to church and stuff. So
Yeah. So
thank you guys for listening. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
bye.